Quick tutorial on growing garlic. As you can see, the 8x4 raised bed that I've got here, I stripped it out about 2 weeks ago and removed all the plants that have been in here before. And the little seedlings you can see growing up through the cow manure that I've placed on there is sunflowers. End of October, UK. This shouldn't be happening. It is far too warm, which is why I've hung on a little bit before I started prepping the beds and getting the garlic in. They do say it's going to start getting a bit colder next week, so fingers crossed it does, and the garlic will take off then. But then again, I suppose it will take off anyway. So all I've done is, as I said, is cow manure, well rotted cow manure, and now I'm topping it off with some finely sieved compost, or fairly finely sieved compost. It just helps to something to bed the garlic into, and the worms will drag that down in amongst the manure, and we end up with a really good fertile bed. So once I've got all the compost in, raked off level, then I shall go ahead and plant some garlic. So see you in a minute. So the garlic I'm planting today, as per usual, is bought from the supermarket. I have got some of my own saved from last year. It's a little bit on the small side. Everybody suffered with the rust, and I just thought, well, I'll go again and buy some good stuff and start them off. So these ain't none of your £3 a bulb. These are 60p a bulb. So that total there is £6 worth of garlic, and all we got to do is you can see that they're starting to grow out. They've been in the kitchen on the worktop, and they'll be starting to show a bit of green. I'm not overly worried about that. They'll go on, they'll grow, and they'll produce. Just got to be a bit careful not to snap the greens off before I put them in the ground. So we'll flick the camera around now, and we'll put some in. So I got out my trusty old bit of stick. I've had this knocking about for years. It's only a piece of stick about inch by an inch, and I've got the measurements marked out on the side of it. Makes life a lot easier, and there's a point on the other end so that if I want to use it for dibbing in any holes, I can do that as well. So, but because this compost is so soft, I can just push the cloves into the ground probably about 2 to 3 inches deep. Probably 2 inches is going to be enough, and then leave them to nature. One thing I will add is don't bother with the little tiny cloves. Chuck them away. They're no good. They don't come to nothing. Not unless you're really, really desperate. I always save the little ones, chuck them indoors and use them straight away. But these ones are quite nice and fat. And then come across 6 inches roughly, make a little mark so I know where I'm going, put that back on the ground. That'll give me an idea of what I'm up to, and put in some more. Keep going till you've got the bed filled up. I know there's a theory now that you can put one in there as well to make space of your, make the ground work a bit better for you. Problem being, it makes them too close together, and you end up with dead spots, so there's no air getting around, and if we do get rust again, it'll make it worse. Also, you get smaller bulbs of garlic. I know people say, yeah, but we've got 140 in there instead of 80, so it works out better. Well, it doesn't. I'd rather grow decent sized bulbs of garlic, hence 6x6, and the air can get through. So I'll carry on with this one and fill this bed up now. It's an 8 foot by 4 foot bed. Should in theory take most of them. If not, although I've got plenty of room, I can find somewhere else for them. There we go then. Just finished planting and it's starting to rain, so I ain't even gonna have to water them in. But so out of those 10 bulbs of garlic, I got 105 good cloves. So there's 105 in there in a bed 8 foot by 4 foot. So if they all produce what I hope they produce next year, we shall have plenty of garlic. There we go. Garlic isn't difficult. Give it a go. Even do it in pots. Do it in your windowsill. Do it wherever. Have a go. Let us know how you get on. If you like my little videos, please consider subscribing and click the notification bell for when I do make some more silly little videos. Anyway, happy Halloween.